Hi. Well, that seems pretty energyless.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. First of all, I'm cooking right now. And my mother, who is now on time for things, but was never on time for things when I was younger. No, I'm not. Yeah. It's like, we have 10 minutes. We have 7 minutes. I'm like, okay, I know what time we start. What I don't need is for you to be
your mother.
A clock tower.
Clock tower.
Anyway, look at you being energetic. I'm talking to your friends on the text line.
I ain't talking to no friends.
Well, we started the show.
Well, I was just posting what Brandon sent.
Okay. Hi, Tyler. We look so much alike. I think we do now, but not necessarily previously.
Is that because you look older now?
No, I'm just saying because you would tell me you look more like your grandmothers than your parents.
Yeah, I thought you looked like your paternal grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, hi everybody. How y'all doing? What's up? Yes. Hi, Sean Upshaw. I am Imani X. Also,
you still doing that one?
Well, no, that's what he said. That's what Sean said. Also, I got on my shirt that Phil Cook sent me because he works for Harlem Hospital.
That's very nice.
Isn't that nice? He sent me like 3 of these.
Well, I didn't get one.
Well, I had to wash them first.
So they would shrink?
No, because like they went through COVID. Yeah, like I just wanted to wash.
Well, that would be too. I think I need the next bigger size up. What size is that one?
This is probably a small.
Yeah.
What's up, Alicia? This is probably what's this say?
Small.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tear the tags out immediately because I have sensitive skin.
Oh my God, it's not that deep. Anyway.
It is. I can't, it scratches me. Phil Cook, if you're on here, I'm looking for my shirt.
Okay.
I was born and grew up in Harlem.
Congratulations. So anyway,
you
hi.
both look 20 via Washington Heights. That's true.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Also, important announcement. You know what today is.
Not your birthday.
No, it's not.
30 days from your birthday?
My birthday is in 30 days. Listen, I take my birthday very seriously. Okay.
I remember the labor pains.
Because listen, I take my birthday very seriously because everybody forgets it. And it's the day before New Year's Eve. So people be like, oh, you know what? We'll celebrate tomorrow. Now we can't celebrate at all. And I don't mean to really like sound like salty right now, but now all y'all know how it feels like to have a birthday on December 30th because none of y'all could really get down like that this year. So that being said, I expect.
Could you all please wish her happy birthday?
I expect.
Don't turn from me.
Because I'm trying to.
This is serious. Wish her happy birthday on December 30th.
That's
that was me being serious.
Okay, sorry, my bad. But hey, I'm gonna be 45 now. Usually, like twice a year, I go, get my like Botox and my fillers and stuff so I can keep looking 20. But this year,
wow.
So I have a bad knee that I've really been kind of like avoiding. So next week, I'm actually going to get my knee fixed or start getting my knee fixed.
What does that mean?
Well, remember when I got prolotherapy on my back?
Mm-hmm.
So I found
it was a sugar or whatever they injected in your spine.
So now they're doing like platelet rich plasma or PRP.
Yeah, somebody suggested that, and I should have done that. I had surgery.
Yeah, no, because
a year ago, and I'm still recovering.
Yeah, no, like I don't. Knee. Yeah, like I don't want anybody opening up my body for my joints. Because when they start messing with your joints, things get really weird. So I'm going to have prolotherapy most likely Tuesday. Because I hurt my back real bad when Idris was like 2 and I couldn't carry him. I was like on the floor, prone all the time. And then I got prolotherapy. I got 3 injections of prolotherapy. Y'all should look it up for real. And like, that's it. Like y'all see me running around and jumping on top of stuff.
Prolo?
It's PROLO.
Therapy.
THERAPY, prolotherapy. And it works. Like it works to the point where this is going to sound crazy, but like seriously, look it up. I know about this because I'm an osteopathic physician. And so I used to follow someone when I was in med school who did it. And he would have patients come in and be like, oh, I'm so hurt. And they come in like 3 or 4 times and they would never come back. They would be like, yo, like I'm doing great. So in any case, your insurance won't pay for it, but the success rate, as weird as it sounds, is like 98, 99%.
How much does it cost?
it should cost around like $500 to $800. I realize
in total or per? Oof.
Per injection.
Okay.
But you know what? I paid $1,500 like 10 years ago and my back is fine. So I'd rather do that.
Okay. So what is this thing that this person wrote on here?
I don't know. Oh wait, I think Brandon may have deleted it.
Yeah, because it was crazy.
Okay. So that's the end of that. Hi Cleon.
Hi,
I hope
Cleon.
you're doing well.
Yeah, I told Imani that you were down.
Yeah. So I hope you're doing better.
And your wife and your daughter, I hope they're better too.
Yes. So, okay, so let's get started with topics or and just things. Okay.
Sean said he bought a Kamala Harris shirt.
Nice. Okay. I only became aware of this today. I think it actually started on Twitter today.
What?
Okay, did you hear about, last night? A video surfaced of a restaurant owner, Black, yelling at his patrons, most being Black women, telling them that he's built an establishment for Black people, quote, so that they can have somewhere nice to go to, and that it's hard for him to maintain that hope when Black women are twerking around his plates of food. He goes on to say that he does not need their money and that they can get the F out. He went to post the following on Facebook. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to do pertinent positives.
What city was this?
This is Dallas, I think. He said there were 3 tables that had been spoken to about twerking. This sounds like college to me.
Was there music playing?
So here's the thing. That's my whole thing. Apparently, yes, there was music playing and there was twerk worthy or twerk adjacent music playing. My whole thing is, if it's brunch, why are you not playing Anita Baker? Why are you not playing like the SOS
why don't
band?
you just change put on non-twerkable music?
Exactly.
That ain't hard.
That's not hard. So basically, you decided to get mad
and holler
at your patrons when really you should have been mad at either yourself for picking the music or yourself because you
Feeling Pinky one says they were jumping on the furniture.
Okay.
Okay. Now, see.
No, but here's the thing. You played
the music off.
Right. That's the end of that.
Chew to the sound of your lips.
Oh,
flapping.
and he cursed at them too in the video.
That's bad. But make your own beat with your lips.
I mean, I'm just like,
if y'all can't act right, no music for you.
I mean, listen, I talked about the Shark Bar last time, and granted, I only went to the Shark Bar one time.
Was the Shark Bar crazy?
I mean, well, it was a place where people Shark Bar was really one of the first places that I knew of where you could listen to like Jodeci, you could listen to things that were current while you ate. Right. And
people sang while they were eating. And
and I always sing when I eat
and stuff.
Right. But like, if you don't want people to twerk, then like, don't play Megan Thee Stallion. Like, it's that simple. So,
oh, look who's joining. Oh, you're not. Well, come say hi at least.
Your shirt is
People were asking last week, where were you? Like they thought we ate you or something.
Oh no.
No, you got your new monitor.
Break, so I wasn't here.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
I'm going back into the chat now.
Okay. I saw your comment. Okay, so this says, despite him warning these 3 tables, the last young woman decided to stand in our booth seats, place her hands against the glass windows, and start twerking on the glass. As for the music, we created True, the establishment, for it to be a place music could be enjoyed while we sit and eat. No song played is an excuse to stand on our furniture and do what this lady did. There are places for this, and True is not the one. Okay, here's the thing. On face value, I will say yes. You know what? There's a time and a place for everything. But if you created the time and place by playing this particular music, then you can only be mad at yourself, and that's your problem. So, I mean, and now because the issue is that now it's becoming like respectability politics. And even though before I knew better, I was a respectability pal, I was like, well, I mean, whatever. Like, don't name your kids things with, like apostrophes. That's ridiculous because I have a name that not, maybe 2 decades ago, people, please, they're like, Imani E. I'm like, no. Like, my name is almost the same backwards and forwards. This is not hard.
In truth, when I named you that, I'd never heard of anyone with that name.
Right, now everybody got the name.
And everybody has the name now. But
y'all still can't spell it.
I actually decided when I was in high school and Maulana Ron Karenga who created,
you mean, what's the name of Kwanzaa?
Yeah, who created Kwanzaa. Well, Imani is one of the days of Kwanzaa.
No, I know,
and I once I read what all the principles stood for, I really liked Imani. And then I named your middle name, Jahan, for Jahan Sadat, who was the wife of Anwar Sadat, the president of Egypt,
right?
Who was insisting that women and girls in Egypt get educations. So I thought that I would name you Flower of Faith, gave you something to live up to, and also named you for a woman who I thought was doing good things for women.
Right. Okay. Now, East Awesome asks, is the owner a Black Republican or something? I mean, listen, I have met people who we had the same political
There are
affiliations,
Democrats who can be crazy and inappropriate.
Right. I mean, and honestly, I mean, he was emotional. I get it, but you gotta, and I understand it's COVID. Okay, but somebody posted something. Wait, I'm gonna try to find it. I retweeted it today, Brandon, if you wanna try to find it, but somebody posted and I repeated it. I mean, I retweeted it. It said, hold on. It said, if you are serving me drinks in used liquor bottles, I'm going to assume I can stand on the furniture, and took a picture of an actual, I mean, I can't show it to y'all, but that's a used liquor from the restaurant's Instagram.
Listen, you know what? I have devoted as much time as I want to this. You know, this feels like it's beneath. You know, there's just so much about this that feels beneath.
Yeah, no, it's too right. I mean, granted, it's COVID.
You know,
no, I'm just saying, like, it's COVID. Like, not everybody, you know, is like doing well financially. You know, it's just a lot of stuff going on, and I get it.
But this is, you know,
but you gotta get. I mean, I don't know, like, have a drink, smoke a joint, lay down, take a nap.
Gutter. I just can't.
Yeah, like, just, you know, relax.
Jean, how do you pronounce your name? Was it Joan? Joan Segre? She said her son's name.
Oh, like Anwar Sadat.
Nice.
Okay. So apparently the other thing that I was going to mention that I saw on Twitter today is that, I'm sorry, I'll get to that in a second, is that, wait, what did I just say?
I don't know.
There was something else I was going to get to. We could have a new Black CIA director. And did you happen to know that he served as he was chief of the CIA Africa division?
Oh,
I want that job title. Like Dr. Imani X. I'm chief of the CIA Africa edition.
CIA has an Africa division?
Apparently.
Wow.
I'm hyped. I'm like, yo, where they at? Does it look like Wakanda? like what's really going on? Anyway.
I'm fascinated by that.
So this person, okay, Dr. Kaden Grayson asked, do you know who Nene Leakes is? If so, do you think she has a physiology disorder?
So that question was a bit more extensive earlier. So it's something that we had talked about.
I'm not a physiologist,
but
I'm a psychiatrist, and I'm not going to comment on that because I don't know her.
And who's Dr. Kaden Grayson?
I don't know, but I hope it's not that boy who was trying to be an OB-GYN in Florida.
Excuse me?
You don't remember that story? That little Black boy, he was like 15 or 16, and he kept opening up like women's health clinics, and he was so serious. Because they were like, listen, we're shutting this down. And he was like, well, you can't prove that I don't have a license. I was like, actually, what I want to know is it's public information.
What woman is climbing onto a table and putting her feet in stirrups for a 15-year-old boy? I mean, once we get past doctor, you look very young.
Yeah.
I mean,
and granted, when I started out as a doctor, like after I graduated from med school, people were like, who are you? I was like, I'm 28.
That's why you post your degrees on the wall. See?
No, I couldn't. No, I mean,
I'm not you in particular, but I mean, that's why doctors post that stuff on the wall.
Yeah, but I mean, you could always lie. I mean, I think he may have had some fake credentials. Who knows? Anyway, I can't comment on that. I don't know Nene Leakes.
Well, and then Dr. Kaden Grayson, I'm really not shaming you, but what you next wrote, I meant phycological. What is phycological?
Maybe they mean like a phylum, like genus, species, phylum, like kingdom. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. Did you watch the Soul Train Awards? I did not. I was watching something else.
I watched one of the hosts introduce. Oh, I watched the two of them. What are their names?
Monica and Brandy. I don't know.
No. They said Monica and Brandy were coming out, but it was Takesha and Tequila.
Y'all almost got it. You want me to tell you how to spell psychological? I'm sorry. It's PSY.
I want to stop this.
Wanda Coulter got it right. PSYCHOLOGICAL.
Can I tell you, when I was in grammar school,
Sorry,
I would win the spelling bees because I want to change the topic. I'm done with talk. I'm not talking about Nene Leaks or whoever. I'm not.
Yeah, we're not.
So
I mean,
now we're into the correct spelling of whatever the word is. And when I would win the spelling bee, I would get a pass, so I didn't have to do the next 3 homework.
Yeah, but you also were a snitch in high school. Like you
I'm a snitch everywhere. I'm not covering for no shit for nobody. Get out of here.
So
either act right or get out of my sight. No. Did you see what happened? I saw what happened, and she broke it. Because otherwise, you're gonna look at me and think I broke it. I didn't break it.
Okay. So anyway, no.
And besides, who's gonna kick my ass?
First of all, you need to stop being a snitch. That's whack.
You know what? You call it a snitch. You know what I call it?
Snitches get stitches. So.
You know what I call it?
What?
I call it truth.
You are so boring.
Truth
anyway.
And transparency.
Whatever.
You try lying to my mother and see what that gets you.
Grandma's dead.
Well, when she was alive,
when she was
alive, you try lying to her. That's why I don't lie.
We were talking about the Soul Train Awards, which I did not watch yesterday. I watched something. I don't remember. I watched a movie, something. I was asleep. I was asleep all weekend. Honestly, that's the first time all year that I was like, yo, I got 4 days to do nothing, and I took advantage of it. Alicia says she's team snitch too. Whatever. No,
I slept all weekend. You know why?
Why?
Because I learned from my niece that she had coronavirus. She had the Rona, and I was so upset. When I saw her,
prevented you from going to sleep?
Well, she had black circles under her eyes.
Right.
She said that she had been unable to breathe well. I was very upset. And after I gave her as much advice as I could give her about how to handle it and what to take and steam shower and chicken soup and stuff like that, and call her own doctor, which she hadn't done. Call her own, don't say her name, to call her own doctor, let her doctor know that she had a positive test and was sick. After that, I was so upset that I couldn't concentrate on anything. So the best thing to do was just go to sleep.
Right.
So I slept most of the weekend. I'd get up to ask her how she was doing.
Okay.
And I'd see her on FaceTime so I could see for myself that she was fine. But I was, I'm very protective of my family members.
Yeah, so protective you didn't tell anybody else. That's fine though. Anyway.
What do you mean?
You didn't. I mean, I knew that she was sick.
I learned the same time you learned on the family week.
Well,
on that call.
Well, you were yelling at me, so I muted you. So, Thanksgiving. It was nice. She acted. She acted right.
My friend Carl Beckford. Is that you from Jamaica? What do you want? Go ahead.
I was trying to give you a compliment.
Okay,
she knew how to act on Thanksgiving. It was really, really good too. I did not make cranberry sauce because I was just like, I'm going to sleep. And honestly, I don't feel like it. And I knew that my parents was going to have the cranberry sauce in the can, but I'm gonna make some cranberry sauce tonight actually because I freeze cranberries in my freezer outside because I love cranberry sauce. Yes, Alicia, I did get did I get the plantains? I did, but she made them, but I didn't eat any because they were. I didn't eat any either. They were kind of like.
So who ate them? Imara?
I don't know.
Imara must have eaten them.
I didn't have
any.
What was the best food? The corn. Like, everything was good. Question: who made the sweet potatoes? Did you put cream cheese in it? Mm-mm. It tasted like cheesecake. I was like,
was it real good?
Yeah.
So let me tell you what I did.
It was banging.
What was different?
Did you put cream in it? Did you put
a little bit of whole cream?
Mom, I forgot to tell you. Well, thanks. You see?
Was your stomach upset?
I mean, the seconds when I went back for seconds because I
didn't have any. So you had mine.
I had to say charcoal, Lactaid, and I brought Beano, but I didn't have any.
So
I didn't eat any peas and
Roosevelt
rice
just
and
learned
peas.
that after a couple of years of taking all the stuff he's been taking, he just learned, because he finally listened to me, that he's actually lactose intolerant. And so there's something called dairy care. I own nothing in this company. I get no financial compensation, but I want everybody out there who's lactose intolerant to know that what I used to take, they don't make anymore. Another company bought them, and you have to take this pill each time you're eating something that has lactose in it, right?
What do you mean, lactate?
Well, that's how lactate works. But there's another one, the company I used to use.
Idris said the sweet potatoes were pretty good. They were good. They were good. I mean, they were flames.
I didn't know he ate them too. So anyway, it took about 3 months. The company that I used to get this pill, you only take it once a day.
What's up, Phil? Mm-hmm.
You take it once a day. They changed the formula.
You talk about Daily Advantage?
Daily Advantage changed the formula. They don't make it anymore for once a day. You have to take it one before each time you eat lactate.
That's whack.
But each time you eat lactose. But sometimes there's food in it that has hidden.
Yeah.
Right. So there's another company that I found after about 3 months.
Who is that?
It's called Dairy Care.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you some. Roosevelt is taking it now. He's like, baby, my life has changed.
Danielle from my med school said hi. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. How are you?
Hi.
Was the last time I saw her at the graduation party?
Yeah, probably. My graduation party was lit. Anyway, that being said, let me go back to
Von Seal Frazier. Hi from Detroit. Nice to know you. And my grandson said the sweet potatoes were pretty much the same, except that this time I did put brown sugar
and cream because you were trying to kill me.
I put a little bit of cream. I didn't put much. Seriously.
Well,
because I thought about it.
I still felt it.
I was like, ooh, I probably shouldn't put this in here because it's going to make Imani sick. But
okay. So yesterday.
I find Dairy Care online. Let me find the, I'm going to find the link and I'll send it to Brandon, and Brandon
can I please just say one, hi, Phil. Can I please create a segue? Is it okay now?
Sure.
Yesterday, I took a poll on my IG, on my Instagram, on the gram, and my followers responded by how they were feeling. So out of 320 responses, thanks for everybody who participated, 40% of users said they were feeling really good, and 60% of users said they were feeling not great and not terrible. So. I mean, that's actually pretty good. I'm not saying that, you're either doing, look, Brandon put on the thing already. It's Dairy Care.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you can put your phone down. Anyway.
I'm enjoying my phone.
Let's see. I didn't watch this. We were talking about Soul Train Awards. Who won? I don't know. Who's hosting it?
The Takina and Tachino or whatever they're
You talking about Pam and Gina?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They hosted it last time, and let me tell you, John B. Listen, you guys. John B. is a national treasure. I love John B.
Who's John B?
John B. is the white dude who was making all them. You please don't, because you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know John B. That being said, John B. is a national treasure. John B., if you out there, hi. Okay, you know what? When a John B. song comes on and you start humming it, I'm gonna remember this because you don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the black people at?
No, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. No, because you don't know how to act. I'm not even doing this with you, John B.
Oh, you're gonna find him now?
I'm going to play.
To
oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because you don't know how to act.
He's not trying to look Latino. He looked like he's trying to look
Latino. This is like from 20 years ago, legit. Remember the song?
I don't care what
Mom, this is. Idris, I'm busy right now because
and for
of course
at least
I have
3 decades. The white boy can sing.
He can sing. Apparently, I can't play John B because of copyright issues, but it's fine.
I didn't say that he couldn't sing. I said he looked like he's trying to look Latino.
Okay, great. That's fine. In any case,
I watched his Unsung. He's married to a sister. I was about to say that about 30 seconds ago. Oh, was he married to a sister?
Sometimes I wish I could do this by myself. I really do. Sometimes I just wish I could do this by myself. You saw the Mike Tyson fight?
Did I
Yes.
pay money to see that?
Did you see it?
That would be no. No.
You tripping. It was good. First of all, Snoop, if you out there, you did a fantastic job with the commentary. Also, you did a good job during your performance. Snoop's
He saved it, right? Because what's his name didn't show up?
What?
They had somebody else booked.
Oh.
Lil Wayne.
I don't know.
Lil
He looks
Wayne
like a
was
roach in the
booked, and
face.
he didn't get on the plane. And so, because Snoop is one of the backers of this thing, he's one of the investors.
Right.
It was easy then to just ask Snoop to do it. But Lil Wayne, he didn't even say to them he wasn't coming. He just didn't show up.
Lil Wayne looks like a roach, and that's the end of that. So Snoop did do a good job. He said at one point, this looked like two uncles fighting over ribs at the barbecue. Because they was like,
but you know what? For them being 50 years old, they look pretty good. For
if
50
y'all
years
can
old.
please pull up the interview, the post fight interview, and look at Roy Jones Jr.'s
This
face.
is my friend Carol Beckford from Jamaica.
Okay, do you want to? I don't know. You want to excuse yourself? You want to like what's happening?
Why I can't multitask?
Because I'm trying to say, are you aware that we're doing like a YouTube live right now?
Am I aware? I'm the one who's always trying to get you to be on time.
Oh.
Me? That one? Okay, I'm listening. I put it down.
Get out of here. Okay, I am so. All right. Anyway, poor Roy Jones Jr. He looks so tired. I mean, they both look tired, but Roy Jones, he was like, he was standing up. I was like, Roy Jones Jr. needs to lie down. That's what needs to happen. I thought it was good. I thought it was really fun. They asked Mike Tyson, they was like, yo, you want to do this again? He was like, no, I don't. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Idris over here doing some sort of an interpretive dance, and I don't understand. Mike Tyson said he was suffering from depression and the fight helped him. That's good.
That's good.
You know what? Big up to Mike Tyson, because
Tyson says he wants to fight again. That's good.
Mike Tyson has had a really hard life, and from what I understand, he has symptoms of bipolar disorder, and
He donated the proceeds.
And I think like one of his like children, like one of his daughters died early, and like it's so sad to me. Right. I love Mike Tyson. Big up Brownsville. I know white people live there now, but whatever. Big up Brownsville.
I never had an issue with Mike Tyson.
Well, he did go to prison for
what's that woman's name? He was married to, and
you talking about Robert Givens?
Yeah. So I was going to say that whole thing to me was
a mess.
Was just
they took advantage of him. They really did.
There was so much buried in there that I was just like, you know what? I hope you come out of this. Oh, both of them come out of it okay and away from each other. Okay,
so do you remember? And I'm saying this to you because we were in Fort Lauderdale visiting Calvert and Terry, and it was the night that. It was Friday night. It was the night that 2020 was on, and it was the Mike Tyson interview with Robin Givens, right? So I'm like 12. I'm like this, right? And so we were at our cousin's house in Florida, and so we watching it, blah blah blah. And then Mike Tyson's face. So I think it was Diane Sawyer who was interviewing them, and she was like, "Yo, so like, what's it like to be with Mike Tyson on a daily basis?" And Robin Givens was like, "Well, sometimes he gets physical." And Mike Tyson's face was like. Girl, this is not the time. Now, I'm not saying that he should be beating on her or vice versa, but I was like, girl, I don't know how you're going to get through tonight. Because if he really is doing that, this is not a good move.
Well, that was probably the best move to expose it on national television.
But he was like, was like, oh my God. Also, remember back then when Mike Tyson was so stressed out, he had like a little patch of hair that came out?
Yeah.
I had that when I was younger.
Yeah, when your father left.
Yeah, and I don't have alopecia. I just big up to all y'all who do have alopecia. It was just stress.
And please stop telling her to grow her hair or put on a wig.
You know what? No, you know what? Please tell me to grow my hair or put on a wig so I can just keep ignoring you. No, I keep ignoring you. I don't care. Do you?
So, but it felt to me, at least what I said to Roosevelt was, it felt to me like that fight that I'm putting in quotes was really a way for the both of them to get their names back out there, get some publicity and make some money.
Yeah, Mike Tyson made 10 million. Roy Jones was gonna make $1 million just to show up, but he
Right.
walked away with 3 million. Listen,
You know what?
okay, hold on. Did you you didn't see the fight? Jake Paul, y'all. Jake Paul, please comment on. Listen, that
who's the black man he knocked
basketball
down?
player,
Right.
his soul
What's
left
his name?
his whole
Robinson?
his
What was
whole
his name?
Nate Robinson, I think. His whole soul left his body, you guys.
You know what? He's never going to be able to walk through the community with his head
Ever.
up again.
I was like, oh.
You let that
What?
YouTuber.
And Jake Paul is terrible.
Is
He
that
is.
the dude? who-
Yes.
The house
Yes.
out here in Calabasas or wherever.
You mean the same person that went to Japan and went to the suicide forest and like
Talking about Jake Paul?
filmed like video of like people dead and stuff?
Yeah, he showed a dead body on camera. I was like, man, I've never seen a dead body before in my life. And they
You know
started
what?
jokes about
No,
it.
right. I'm just like, I can't. I
And
mean,
let's let some sleazy no count whatever knock you out in front of millions of people.
nah.
You should have said you were sick and
Wait.
just don't show up
Wait, did he get knocked
like
out?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Jake Paul did not get knocked
the
out.
dude out, knocked
Right.
the black guy out.
Oh.
But now Jake Paul's talking about he want to fight
He want to be professional. He wanna be professional.
McGregor. I'm like, first of all, I don't mess with McGregor either because he hella racist. But
Well, they both fight, so let them knock each other out.
right, like let's go. Like,
He's boxed before. He boxed some black YouTuber like a year ago or something.
Who, Jake Paul?
Yeah, he boxed.
Yeah, I know. It's feeding his ego and whatever.
and I guess now the Proud Boys can co-opt you. Anyway,
Crystal Newton Taplin says Nate gonna have to move to Siberia. They know about this in Siberia.
wait, hold on. Jake Paul went looting during the BLM protest. Did he? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Jake Paul did. He did, and they took all that stuff out
You
to the
let
house in
that-
Calabasas.
You let that white boy beat you like that?
Yep. Yep.
You revoked.
I don't know who his mother is, but she's got to be embarrassed.
Y'all revoked.
Hey, Francine.
Okay.
You know what?
I
I don't have a
mean-
son, but if I had a son, I'd be like, you better get up.
You know what
outta
my
here."
mom told me when I was like 5, and I was like, okay. And she was like, okay, so it was my mom and my dad, and they were like, okay, so we need to teach you how to fight. So we need to teach you how to like make a fist properly. And it was actually a good lesson because I had to fight somebody not so long after that. But that being said, she was like, okay, so I'm 5. I'm like, okay. So my mom said, okay, so here's what you do. If the person's bigger than you, or if somebody starts to fight with you, you go find a glass bottle, you break it on the curb, and then you fight them with it. And I was like,
Everybody gonna fight
I was
about
like,
that.
I'm 5 though. I was like, what is that? I was like, who are you? And remember how y'all said that my mom is a thug?
My mother taught me how to fight like that.
Do you understand why I act like this?
Come on. My mother taught me how to fight like that. And also, my mother said the mistake people make when they get into a fight is they think they're going to punch somebody in the face. You know
Yeah.
where you punch? You know where you punch?
In the stomach.
No, you don't punch in the
In the
stomach.
throat.
You punch him right here.
In the throat.
And you can crack a man's Adam's apple by,
So we cracking larynxes now.
well, dude attacked
I'm
me in
not-
my elevator on 110th
I'm
Street.
not saying
my
this is a terrible
sophomore year in
idea.
college. I got on the
What's he
elevator.
attacked you for what?
It was 2:00 in the afternoon. I was up at Columbia hanging out. I came home.
This is a black person?
No, it was a Latino dude.
Okay.
And I was in the elevator going up to my apartment, our apartment on the 5th floor. And I got in the elevator, it was just me. So, you get in the elevator and you're facing outwards.
Right.
You're not
The door.
Right. I was facing the door. And the guy got in. It was okay. And as soon as the doors closed, he reached out and put his hand on my no butt. I've got a butt, but he reached out.
He was like,
He put his hand on my butt. And
you about to get slapped. Yeah. Also a key.
And
Like,
heard it crunch. It went when I punched him in the neck. He leaned forward and started banging on all the buttons. He's like, oh, oh! He banged
Right.
on all
See
the
what
buttons.
happens when you try
The door
things,
opened
and he ran out.
like on the 3rd floor and he ran out. It went up to the 5th floor, which was my floor. I started ringing the bell. I had a key, but I'm ringing the bell. My mother comes, Ma, this man just attacked me in the elevator. What? My mother runs out the hall. She grabs the meat cleaver
Naturally.
and the knife.
Yeah. Double fisted.
So she hands a knife to me. You take the stairs, I'll take the elevator. And we had a building that had, those stairs that
Right.
they didn't go zigzag like that. They didn't go zigzag.
No, they just
went
like this.
around.
Right.
Five stories of that. I forgot to tell you, when the guy got out on the third floor, I started chasing him.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know how to negotiate those stairs. So I kicked
Well,
him.
not with a broke windpipe. He was like,
well, even if you got to know how to do those stairs, because
Right.
they get narrower, like little triangles.
Right. Oh,
Right.
Those.
kind.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So he stumbled down the stairs, and then I went up to like 2 steps at a time, bringing the bell, Mom, and she comes out. We go downstairs. There's my mother, little Chinese lady, with a meat cleaver in her hand and her house coat. People used to wear them house dresses.
Yeah, grandma used to like. I
had a house. She's out
on the
there.
house coat.
And then I had run out ahead of time with the knife, and she goes, "You see him? Do you see him?" I'm like, "No, Ma, he's going." She's like, "Are you sure?" People are like,
no, because grandma was like, "I ain't killed nobody all year.
Time to kill somebody.
It's time to get it in. It's time to get it in." Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait. What else was I gonna say?
That your mother, when you were 5 years old, told you about.
So the other thing that I was taught was, so when I went to high school, this was in New York in late 80s, early 90s. We all had box cutters. I mentioned this before. So we had box cutters. I had like a little bat that was like maybe this big from some promo that I kept in my bag. Also, when all else fails, you're supposed to take your key and do like this.
Put it between your fingers.
Yeah, and jab.
For those of you who live in places like New York, where you're walking along at night by yourself, although now that there are curfews on, you probably can't do that.
First of all, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Walk in the street. That's what I like. I would always walk in the street because my mom told me that, because the street lights will be on you. So if anything happens, people can see you when you're walking down the street.
But this is how you do it.
Right.
You put your keys
and you do like
between your fingers. So each one has, and you hold it like this.
Right. That's really how you do it.
And guess where you go for, if you have the keys, you go for the eyes.
Eyes and
you go for the eyes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Those are strategies.
They're strategies.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Jackie Wright, DC2, keys in your fingers.
Yeah.
See, that's right, Jackie Wright,
Yeah. Yeah, we have box cutters.
Right?
Yeah.
Danielle is saying, but walk where it's lit. Kojo's also a subscription for a taser gun is always a great investment.
Honestly, when it comes to taser guns or like mace, I'm like, so basically we both gonna be blind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want any part of that. I mean, I feel, I hear y'all, but for me, like, again, I've never been, actually, I was attacked one time by this crackhead on 125th Street.
Did I know about this?
No, it was because what happened was, so I was 17 walking down the street, minding my business. I was on 125th walking towards Lenox from 5th on the south side of the street. And this crackhead came up. This was a woman. She was paranoid. She was like, "You sleep with my man," or whatever. And I was like, get off me. And what made me so upset is that there were dudes like right there. And I was like, y'all really watched all that go down and none of y'all stepped in? They were like, we didn't know what was happening. I'm like, really? I'm 17. I was like, y'all are raggedy. And then I went home. So shame on y'all.
Remember the time the dudes on the corner were saying nasty things to you and Leah when she was little, when you all coming home from Calhoun?
Probably.
And by the time you got in there, I don't know.
But the nasty dudes rotated though.
Well, I was in the house already. So it must have been, I don't know why I wouldn't have been at work, but I was in the house and you guys came in looking very upset. And I asked what happened. And you said these nasty men at the corner were saying all kinds of things. You must have been like 16 and Leah was probably around 7 or 8.
Yeah, I might have been younger because by 16, I definitely would have said something.
So
we were younger.
I stopped cooking. I turned everything off. I had
my mother loves
weapon.
to grab a gun and go talk to somebody in the street.
I had a gun.
Because this was not the first time.
I had a semi-automatic that I placed in my pocket. And I walked to the corner with my daughter and my little niece. And the gentleman was still there. And I said, excuse me. And they looked up. They were about 7 a.m. sitting around.
Pardon-moi.
I said,
oh, you know whose birthday was yesterday?
wait, what's today?
Today's
What's the
the
date?
30th.
Oh, I know.
Who?
Black Panther.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman's birthday was
Yeah.
yesterday. And Disney Plus released new opening credits to Black Panther. It was really
Really?
nice. It was really nice.
Is it still? So now it's, so if I watch it now, it's still there?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's really
I'll
nice.
watch it. I've been unable to rewatch it because I'm so upset about all of that, but I will.
No, I mean it's really nice. What question is this? Oh my God. Okay, you know what? It's time for questions. And this question is wild. So I'm just gonna read it. I'm just saying it's wild. It's wild on like off GP, and then it's also wild because I'm here with my mom.
Okay, let's hear it.
Dulce Chocolata from Instagram asks, how do I get out of a toxic relationship when the sex is good?
Maybe you stay in it.
That's not a good answer.
Well,
Here's the thing. Do you want to get your ass beat? Like, you got to figure out how you want your ass to be beaten. You know what I'm saying?
right. Like a good beat
Right. Or a bad
or a
beat.
bad beat.
Right. I mean,
I taking it seriously. Listen.
you're going to pull back a nub playing with me. That's all. I mean, look, there are people who can justify this. I'm just telling you, you know how she act. I'm a bit nicer. So, but you can get slapped. There's all kinds of things that can happen to you.
So what you have to figure out that that pleasure is not worth all that you are dealing with, and then set a standard for yourself that next time you make it known up front that
That's what I thought.
you're not the person to be tapped on, beaten on, yet you're not putting up with that.
Brandon said YouTube could shut the stream down on the channel because you talk about killing people.
That was past. That's not present.
I know, but it's fine. We still here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And Kristen said YouTube needs a mama exception. Mama can say what she wants. She mama. See, I told you.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just, now someone else asked a question. I'm going to try to answer it the best that I can. So SCook105 from Instagram asks, hi, Dr. Imani. I was diagnosed with primary lateral sclerosis several years ago. Lately, I've been so depressed about it. How do I manage? Okay.
That's a physical thing, though.
Yeah. So primary lateral sclerosis. Okay. Very quick lesson. I'll do this really quick. So the nerves in your body are covered by myelin, which is essentially a sheath, but it's really made of fat. And the reason why your nerves have this myelin or fatty outer covering is because it helps to insulate your nerves. And it means that the action potential or the actual like electricity in your body going down your nerves travels real fast. When you have a sclerosing condition that affects your nerves, it means that that fat starts to like sclerose or degrade, which means that you can have movement disorder. So just like I want to do like this right now, I'm oversimplifying. It would do like this, right? So naturally, I can understand that you, SCook105, would be depressed about it because now, first of all, I don't know.
Is it incurable?
It's one of those diseases where it's usually progressive.
Okay. And in the worst case scenario, you can't walk anymore or something?
Well, okay, so this is actually a silver lining. Primary lateral sclerosis progresses more slowly than ALS, which is acute lateral sclerosis, and in most cases isn't fatal. But I mean, it's still kind of
that's
like
that Lou Gehrig's disease, right?
Lou Gehrig's disease is ALS.
Yeah.
In any case, I'm sorry. I knew I was messing that up. It's not acute lateral sclerosis. I'm tripping. It's amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. That's Lou Gehrig's disease. So, but oftentimes primary lateral sclerosis is mistaken for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis or Lou Gehrig's disease. Anyway, you know what? I think the best thing to do is therapy, and that can include individual therapy And that should also include group therapy with people who are also have maybe not your exact condition, but people who may have like a degenerative progressing disorder. I think that's the best. That's kind of the best advice I could give. I also, I don't know you. I don't know what other medications you're taking, but it may also be helpful for you to take like an antidepressant or something similar.
Mm.
So,
That's it.
oh, yo, I gotta, okay. So last week, I may have asked why Lisa Ray is so raggedy on Twitter. Okay. Because did we talk about this last week? Because she was talking about,
Nope.
okay, so Lisa Ray got on some podcast or something and was like, oh, well, I heard and I read that Halle Berry is bad in bed. First of all, ma'am.
Is that where that came from?
Yes. I'm like, ma'am,
Why are you in
Halle Berry's business? What did she do to you? Right. So anyway, whether it was true or not, I was just like, God, you're raggedy. And then I remembered, why is Lisa Ray being spoken about? Because she was on Iyanla on Saturday. I heard it was wild. I heard it was.
I saw the promo. She's light skinned, right?
Yeah.
And her mother's light skinned.
She light skinned by her face.
Okay, I didn't say anything, but I'm just saying that I saw a promo.
All I'm saying is,
the family was light skinned women.
If you're gonna talk about Halle Berry, you better come with it in the face department, because Lisa Ray does not look.
Lisa Ray, by the way?
Lisa Ray was in Players Club. That was like really her only thing. Like, she was in Players Club back in the day. She's the one who she married the prime minister of
I know who it is.
Right. And she always wears white, and
I know who it is.
She might live down the street.
What?
Yeah. I never see her, but she might.
There was some event or something that I saw. She was with Al Sharpton, not with him, but
Right. They were there
Right.
speaking or whatever, conversing.
Oh,
but the wild part,
and they kicked her out of the Bahamas. It wasn't the Bahamas.
It was
Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, no. Well, she married the prime minister,
right?
Who, for all intents and purposes, is a bit funny looking. And I was like, girl, I don't know about this. And so and y'all tell me if I'm getting this wrong. This is
somebody went to jail.
It was like fraud, and then he cheated on her or something. Yeah, but she's still using his last name. I'm like, hey, girl.
Well,
I mean,
I thought her name was Lisa Ray
McCoy.
No.
Anyway, I mean, I didn't see the
that ain't like no particular great last name,
right? Yeah. What's up, Demario? How are you?
Oh, Carol Beckford, my friend from Jamaica.
Yeah, Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like, why are we talking to Lisa Ray about anything? And then I found out she was on Iyanla. I heard it was good. She looked just like her mom, which is interesting. They were going at it. Like
her mom?
Mm-hmm. Like they look exactly like the same.
But one's got to look older than the other.
I mean,
she look like mom.
I'll be slightly.
Okay.
All I'm saying is somebody put a picture of Lisa Ray and Halle Berry next to each other, like in current times.
Halle Berry looks wonderful.
I was like, girl, you need to be quiet.
Halle Berry.
She looks wonderful. She looks wonderful.
Right.
And she's also a very nice person.
Michael Missick was the PM.
So who is Lisa Ray? Maybe McCoy is her real last name. She dropped his name. His last name is Missick. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Michael.
He cheated on her with several women. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Don't let ugly men cheat on you. Okay.
So she may be bad in bed.
Right. That's the realness. Because Halle Berry stay booed up. She stay having these dudes fighting over her. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. But I'm just like, I mean, there are apparently people who will marry anybody for money, no matter how good or bad they look. You're not going to wake me up with your face, with your sleeping face looking like because Halle Berry was minding her business, because Halle Berry is living her best life.
Well, how does Lisa Ray put herself in the category of Halle Berry any way you look at it?
I don't know. I'm like, Halle Berry won an Oscar. What have you done? Exactly. Anyway,
Lisa is just like her mom. She was a first lady, so she let it happen. They had an agreement, but it became too much for her. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Like again, that's your business. But why are you like doing? Halle Berry was like, girl, bye. You know, Halle Berry is dating Van Hunt. Y'all remember Van Hunt?
Who's Van Hunt?
Van Hunt is this artist that came out a while ago. I mean, he still has some stuff, but Van
Is he
Hunt,
black?
yes, he's black.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he's
'Cause
black.
She tried black men for a while, and they kept beating her up.
Okay,
Making her deaf.
so no, you know who's the one who hit her?
The baseball player,
No,
the singer.
Christopher Williams, the singer.
Yeah.
Christopher Williams.
The one who don't have any teeth. Is he the brown skinned one?
He's
or
light skinned.
Oh, him.
Christopher Williams. When I was 16, I used to love you, and then now you kind of aged like a banana. I don't know what happened. Like you kind of got like blunt smoking lips. I don't know your life.
What's one of his songs?
All I see. Every little thing you do.
Okay. I know
It
who
turns
is.
me on. He okay, he actually sang a duet with Stephanie Mills. He sang.
I love Stephanie Mills.
Okay, he sang.
Her house was across the street from ours.
I know.
And she's Jamaican. You didn't know Stephanie Mills?
No.
Was Jamaican? Oh my God. Stephanie Mills is Jamaican. Are you kidding me?
That makes sense because there were like three. Remember that family across the street from us in Mount Vernon?
Yeah, that wasn't her family.
I know, but they were Jamaican. They
There
were
were three
so
generations.
they were so out of control.
It was okay, but they minded their business.
Well, yeah, but I was like, oh, I would sit on the stoop, on our porch and be like, oh, let me see what these people's doing today.
Well, so you were being nosy.
Of course I'm being nosy. There wasn't nothing going on in
They
Mount
had
Vernon.
a large, beautiful home,
And they
multiple
had
generations. Well, even if they had raggedy kids, they were their kids. They minded their business. The kids were conducted themselves properly.
Okay, hold on. Lanique Dallas. She said Wesley Snipes allegedly hit Halle Berry. Okay, this is what I heard in these streets. I was told that it wasn't Wesley who hit her. It was Christopher Williams.
That's what I heard.
She got cheated on. David Justice cheated on her some
like
white
that.
woman,
Something like that.
something like that. And he kind of had a weird face to me. So it all worked out in the end.
But I just want to say something.
Yes.
I want to say that when referring to a man who hits a woman, that man should actually be referred to as the late. Like the late
This is
Christopher
why we know.
Williams.
This is why we're not gonna get no.
The
You know,
late-
no. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna pull up a picture of Christopher Williams, but it before and after, and you're gonna see.
Does he look busted?
Let me tell
So
you.
somebody
Let me
busted
tell
him.
you what God did. Let me
Okay.
show you what
Well,
God did.
Or somebody. But Halle Berry got money. You could pay people to take care of somebody for you.
Okay, this was
Oh,
Christopher
I
Williams
remember
back
him.
in the day.
I see that face.
This
now.
is him now.
Oh.
I told you.
Oh.
Yeah.
He not aging well.
No, he aged like a banana.
Mm.
He ages like a white person. He aged like a banana. I was like, man, I used to love Chris Williams.
He need more melanin.
Do y'all remember when he was on Real Housewives of Atlanta and he got in that fight?
What? He need more melanin.
He was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was years ago, and Nene threw this party, and do you remember, like, there's a gif or a clip where Candy's like, I'm gonna beat everybody up in here. Like, she was really upset. It was that event. It was wild. Christopher Williams came and sang a song or something, and then he ended up fighting what's her name? Cynthia's old husband. He's Jamaican
He's
too.
Jamaican.
And
Peter.
Peter got extradited to Jamaica because
He did?
Yes, off some bouncing
Drug stuff?
checks.
Oh, bouncing checks. Oh, okay. Well, he looked good.
He does. Look
Jamaicans
nice.
hold up well.
He does. He got like 1 million kids.
I-
And I'm like, Peter, how old are you? 70? Are you 50?
We're
Are you
not
30? Like, how
discussing-
old are you?
Listen, let me tell
He
you
looks
something.
great. He
Let
looks
me- let me
great.
tell you
Big up to
something.
you.
My father was so upset when I told him I was marrying your biological father, because your biological
It was
father
a Black
is not
American,
Jamaican, right?
Right.
And I said to my father, "Why would you think I would marry a Jamaican man?"
I mean,
And he said,
I'm sorry, y'all.
He
but-
said, "What
but-
do you mean?" I said, "So they could have children and get up and go to another woman and have more children."
like
My father looked at me and I said, "No." Mm-mm.
so they can sleep with a woman in the
I
same
could
building,
stab
like
somebody
it's
while he's
Melrose
asleep.
Place.
While he's asleep in the bed next to me, so I could stab him and he'd never wake up. My father dropped that part of the conversation.
Oh, I'm sure. So anyway,
The real Caden said, "I thought you didn't know Nene."
I mean,
we didn't say
I
don't
know
her.
of her. I
We
just
know
never.
of her. Yeah.
I don't know
We're
her
not-
like that.
And we're not discussing none of that because these people are litigious. These people are threatening each other and suing each other. They're not getting in the middle.
And I
of
got a
that.
job. I got jobs. Like, I don't have time to be getting sued
and
everything.
I own businesses.
Right? Like, I'm not about to risk it all on Nene Lee. Oh, so Jerry Yaber said Peter's fine. Peter is fine.
He is fine.
He is fine.
Peter's twin grandsons are the babies on Blackish.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, really?
His daughter
They lightened up.
His daughter, I think, married a white dude.
Oh, because I was gonna say those
Yeah.
little boys.
Like, where? Peter is chocolate.
Vanity snob. Wait, go back to her. Vanity snob. My mom always told me not to marry a Jamaican man.
My mom did too. She was like, "You're not gonna be able to deal with that."
Well,
I was like, "I already know that."
So wait, did you not tell me that she got a white boy now? Is that
Okay,
what's
we're see, Alicia, I'm sorry.
mean,
like, I tried.
It's not.
I'm sorry.
No Jamaican.
I tried.
Therefore, no black men. That's not the message. Clearly, because I didn't give her that message.
I'm sorry. Yo.
No, you interpreted it
Okay,
incorrectly.
let's move back. Okay, Danielle St. Leger, this is from earlier. That is Chris Williams is Ella Fitzgerald's nephew or godchild. He's from the Bronx. I know that. He used to go, you know who he used to go out with? Stacey Dash, who is Dame Dash's cousin.
That crazy woman.
Yeah.
Please.
She was cool back in the day, but then, you know.
She was not. She just didn't discuss politics. Now we're hearing what she's really about. Peter just finished a live with Michelle
ATLian.
Atlian?
Oh, like ATLian, like that's what people in Atlanta call themselves, like an ATLian, like an alien.
Mitchell Alien. Mitchell AT.
Somebody said that Chris Williams' wife is busted. She's not busted. She's actually really pretty. I want to say that she's Chinese something, like Asian something, because she definitely like looks it.
Danielle St. Leger said, my mother told me not to marry a Haitian man.
I mean, okay, this is going to sound terrible, but I heard that Haitian. Yeah, I'm like, this is going to sound terrible, but I heard Haitian men were the worst.
Well, it never came up in my household because my mother knew
I never really.
There was never going to be Haitians in my life.
As weird as it sounds, I never really met anybody who was Haitian until I was like grown.
How do you know?
I just didn't.
In New York, you didn't meet Haitians?
I didn't really know. And you know what was messed up? Like, apparently, this is like 82. This is 1982. I remember back in the day, it was like West Indians always used to get like dissed. And it was like, yes. And it was like Jamaicans and then blah, blah, blah. And then Haitians were somehow on the bottom.
Jamaicans were dissed to their faces?
I mean, just in terms of like the hierarchy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
I never had that experience.
Okay.
We're going to be fighting.
Yeah. Well, okay. What else was I going to? Oh, okay. We can leave one.
Peter just got sued by Cynthia Bailey.
I'm sure. She was like, please give me some money.
Kojo, I'm going to call you in as a witness. That's Alicia. What are you calling him as a witness about? That me telling you? Kojo's tropicals. Kojo's white.
Yes.
He says, white. I got you. You better listen.
Okay. No. Stop. Okay. Ready? Spike Lee is going to direct a musical about
Jamaicans.
Viagra.
Well, he's old now. That's what he got to sing about.
Okay. I mean, you took all the air out of that one.
Well, what does a man Spike Lee's age and size have to
I got to check
about?
On my chicken.
But
hold on 1 second. Hold on.
So she really is cooking dinner. She really is cooking dinner. And just before we came, it wasn't like down to the wire like usually. Like, Imani, come in here. It's not like that, but she had already been brushing her meal with a little fork thing. Miss Paula, the governor of Georgia is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's being forced to lie or lose the Senate seats. I don't know what that means. Demario Bell, Miss Paula, do you know Deb Langford? Deb is my girl. We go way, 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 way back, way back. She was at our house for Thanksgiving.
Okay, look who multitasked. Me. My food is all done.
I'm so glad.
I can eat when this is finished.
I'm so glad.
What did I make?
So what does this mean?
I'll tell you. Hold
on.
The
governor of Georgia is stuck between
chicken.
a rock and a hard place. He is being forced to lie or lose the Senate seats. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't live in Georgia.
Well, but I'm following the race. It's just that I don't know the
Oh,
Senate
no.
race.
Demario Bell asked, "Do you know Deb Langford?"
I
Yes.
was answering that when.
Oh, sorry.
when you
Yes,
were
I saw
walking.
her on
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
but I couldn't really hug her anything
No,
because
no
I
hugging.
miss.
She came by. She and her mom usually spend Thanksgiving with us, but
Deb
this
Langford's
time
mom is so fun.
she is fun. But Deb came to pick up plates for them.
Yeah.
I made the food and she picked it up.
Oh, let's leave on this note. Hey, my podcast, Imani State of Mind, is returning this Thursday, December 3rd. So you should go to imanistateofmind.com. Of course you already have, because I'm awesome. And you should go there to subscribe and or listen to the podcast. And you can search for Imani State of Mind. Really, you can just type in Imani and it'll come up pretty much anywhere. And you can search that on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, or wherever you listen. And why do I know that so easily? Because I say it all the time. I say it like
In your sleep while in the shower?
pretty much. Like I say it like I can recite
a mantra?
No, I can recite like the end of my podcast. Like, if you want to know more about me or Imani State of Mind, please go to Instagram at Dr.Imani or Twitter at Dr_Imani.
Very good.
Please leave a comment on Apple Podcasts because it really helps us and it really helps the show or something like that. Anyway.
Okay, wait.
How do I find?
So Sean is explaining Trump is asking the governor to tell the audience he won the state, knowing he didn't. And the Trumpettes are threatening not to vote in the Senate race.
Fine. Perfect.
That's okay.
That's great.
Vote in the Senate.
No, I read this.
Is their governor Republican or Democrat?
In Georgia?
So
what do you think?
Yeah. Right. So that's why he's between a rock and a hard place.
Listen, I read that over the weekend. Like, basically, people were saying, like, yo, like, there may be Republicans not voting. I'm like, all right, then, like, do what y'all got to do. Because, listen.
I'm as upset about that as I am about all the Trumpettes showing up at his rallies without masks. Oh.
You know what Trumpettes reminds me of? There was a song by Redman a long time ago, and he was like, what's up to my niggas and my niggerettes?
Is that like a cigarette?
No, I mean, like,
no.
But that's hi Von Sil. This is the first time watching you. Love you guys. Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Wait, there was one other one here that says, how do I find the show on IG? It's not on
IG anymore. You have to go, you can go to Periscope, Facebook? You can come to Facebook or YouTube.
Right.
Okay, Crystal said she's known Christopher Williams for 30 years. He didn't hit her. It was Wesley Snipes. I don't know.
Oh, Crystal. Maybe. So we're going to have to take your word for it because you're the only person in our community here who's saying, hey, I know. I
don't want it to be either.
I don't either. But like I said, if somebody hits you, they want to be referred to as formerly present.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question real quick by the real Kaden. As a mother of a son and as a doctor, what is your opinion on circumcision? I didn't do all of that. Because if y'all can't tell, I really love myself. And when I had my son, I was like, my son is an extension of me. And I had a natural childbirth at home. I didn't want to be in the hospitals. I didn't want to be arguing with people about like, we got to do this, we got to do that. So I had him at home and I was able to control the situation pretty much. But I just also on the real, if anyone's a med student out there, we had to do circumcisions and it's really weird.
But why circumcise?
Well, a lot of people, honestly, like when you talk to most people, like, why do you want to circumcise your son? They'll be like, well, everybody else does it. And I don't want my kid to be thought of as weird.
Well, here's the thing.
Wash your things.
Here's the thing.
Wash it.
There was a day and time where people would say it was for hygiene.
Right.
It was for cleanliness.
Right.
Consistent with what you just said, that's why God made soap and washcloths. Teach your sons how to
clean themselves,
pull the skin back and wash.
Yeah.
There's no need to do that. In certain religions, it's part of a religious practice. But in certain religions, when women are menstruating, they're sent out into the forest by themselves. So, it's like certain tribal customs in certain parts of the world have girls circumcised.
And I'm on my period right now, and nobody can tell.
Why? It's like why? So I see Charlene Gibbs King is saying health and religious reasons, possibly health in a place, like I said, where people can't maintain hygiene. Most of the people in the United States, if they're not maintaining hygiene, it's by choice.
Right.
Most of us have running water
And soap
and
hands or a washcloth. So,
and even if you don't have a washcloth, they probably would have a good time cleaning it with their hands.
But also, okay,
shower.
you guys want to know what a circumcision is like? It's very strange. So there's this plastic, it's a plastic like platform, and there's a cutout of like a baby's body, and you put the baby in there, and so they're like this, like hands up, feet down, and you strap them down with Velcro. So already I'm like, nah, like this is weird. Then in some cases, I would say in half the cases, now this is a newborn. This is like a brand new person into the world. You would give them sugar water or dextrose to suck on to like,
which I would not let them
frustrate. Right. I mean, not frustrate, but to like,
soothe you.
Right. And then you go and you put this thing called a gom stock on like the tip of the penis, and then you just cut around. Like you put like a little bit of lidocaine gel on there, and then you just cut around, and then the baby's like,
it's inhumane.
It's so much. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, if I have a son, I can't do this. And I had a son, I didn't do it.
There's no reason for it in these United States. There's no reason for it in a place where there is hygiene, where there's access to soap and water. You don't do that.
Yo, you heard about Harvey Weinstein's penis?
Why would I hear about Harvey Weinstein?
No, I'm saying because it was
all lopsided. I heard it was lopsided.
No, it's not this lopsided. I got to look up what it's called. Harvey Weinstein has.
Is it the bent kind?
No, that's Peyronie's disease.
Oh,
it's a disease. I'm going to look it up in a second what it's called, because he's so big and he had diabetes and like high blood pressure. There was pressure on, and it split, like it got, basically his penis became gangrenous. Yeah, it's a lot. I was like, first of all, sir, don't rape people. Second of all, you better go somewhere with all that.
Did they have to cut part of it off?
I don't know what it looks like. I know what it looked like when I did a Google search. It's very rare. Yo.
Lanique Dallas says many adults succumb to peer pressure and don't even bother to ask questions or educate themselves. Look, I mean, I agree, but and I believe, I'm not sure, I believe that my brothers, and they would not be happy about me discussing them, but I believe that my parents had them circumcised. And even as I was like, why? And as I, a moment ago said to my daughter, I did not let them give her sugar water. In these hospitals, they give babies sugar water at birth.
So they stop crying.
Well, some of them are not crying. They give them to them at birth, and what it does is it immediately acclimates their taste buds to seek sugar.
Right.
Immediately.
Right.
Rather than breast milk, which I've never taken. I don't remember. I had it as an infant, but I don't remember. But it's not that kind of sweet, right? But it's
unnecessary. That's why I had Idris at home. Thank you, Danielle. Yes. So Harvey Weinstein has a condition called Fournier's gangrene, and it's hectic. Like,
what does it do?
Your penis becomes gangrenous, and it like they have to debride it.
What's debride?
Like they got to get the bad part off.
They scrape skin off.
I mean, it's surgical. Like you got to go into surgery for that. It's like, when people are diabetic.
To him long ago, or since he's been in prison?
No, this is before.
Oh,
that's why when there was
women could describe this.
That's why the woman testified, right. Like, yo, like you don't like. She was like, yo, y'all don't know about his penis, and the judge was like, what you talking about? She was like, yo, and then they showed the picture to the jurors, and. Right. And so, and the jurors, I'm sure, were like, yo, first of all, you wrong on so many levels. Second of all, what's going on with your penis, sir? Don't do that.
That's a question in court?
Yeah, they showed like they couldn't, because they didn't allow cameras in court, but the court illustrator or whatever was able to capture some of it, and the jurors' faces were like, it was wild. So to answer your question from before, you know what, Harvey Weinstein, that's your karma.
I'm in shock.
But also big up to Harvey Weinstein's second wife, because as soon as that went down, she was like divorced by, but also she got all the money anyway. She's one of the designers for Marchesa. Did you know that?
And you know why all those women on the red carpet were wearing Marchesa?
Well, because
he made those actresses wear them because that was his wife's company. So no big up to her.
I'm just saying she left. Because some women would be like, I'm just going to stay.
Well, so again, it was for her a boost to her business. She came out of nowhere and suddenly everybody was wearing her clothes. That's because her husband forced them.
Okay. Well, anyway,
this is why my son stayed in the room with me from the moment I pushed them out. They didn't leave my sight. I didn't trust anyone with my babies. Told the nurse I will sleep when I get home. Kristen Thompson, you are exactly right.
Yeah, and also like I'm a doctor. Right. Like all I'm saying is I know what happens. I'm not saying don't trust your doctor. I'm not saying don't have a baby in the hospital. But I'm saying I had the experience and I knew what
there are standards that go on in the hospital that people just take for granted. And some of the things that you take for granted for me are things that I would not go along with. So also, I who am a researcher, when I was pregnant with her, I went through the whole process learning about everything. And I insisted you do not give my child sugar.
Also, big up to Cedars-Sinai Hospital, who tried to charge me $3,000 for having my son in their hospital.
Who?
Cedars sent me a bill like $3,000. I was like,
that must be because the doctor who you went to that one time was associated with Cedars.
Yeah, but I was like, I didn't have my son there. The lady was like, oh, I was like, yeah. So I don't know what you got to do, but
that was a function of the book.
I was like, if y'all don't go somewhere, I was like, well, he's right here.
Cheryl Lee was definitely Wesley Snipes. Hallie sued him. Someone who worked for the firm I know confirmed it.
Well,
Crystal says, thank you, Cheryl. So tired of folks putting that on Chris. Okay. So hopefully we cleared it up here. It was not Christopher Williams. It was Wesley. But I thought David Justice slapped her and caused her hearing.
No.
No,
that's not what happened.
So it should be the former Wesley Snipes.
What do you mean? But Wesley Snipes can fight.
He can.
Yeah, he's like, karate and all. Remember when he was an action star?
I remember when he was in that scary movie when he was a vampire or something.
No, he was a vampire killer. That's Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta eat. Part of my food got burned a little bit because I was too excited. David Justice, Halle Berry's first husband, the one who broke her eardrum. I don't believe that. But
that's what I heard.
That's what we heard, but I'm saying we've now got it verified by two different people that it was Wesley Snipes. I think she had hearing issues before then, but you know what? I gotta go eat. So I'm gonna let y'all argue amongst yourselves, and y'all have a good week.
And next time we see you, it'll be December.
And it's gonna be the month of my
birthday. And we will then be much closer on the countdown to the inauguration.
Right.
Unfortunately, Joe Biden was out running around with that little
He broke his
today,
foot or something. No, that was yesterday. He broke his foot.
And has hairline fractures in his feet. Now, listen, Joe Biden, if you're watching us, if you are watching
you need to sit down somewhere.
Please stop that.
Yeah, I know you out here, you happy, but you need to sit. You need to sit down.
There are so many people, and not just Black people. There's so many people who are just waiting for you to take office. Keep yourself whole. Stop breaking things. Just keep appointing people to cabinet positions.
He appointed all women to his communications team. Big up. Okay, I gotta go eat for real. I'm hungry.
Joe Biden.
Can we, Mom?
Kamala.
Okay.
Keep him calm.
Bye.